name is Piotrek, and with me on the series Faces of Eurovision is Satoshi from Moldova. Hello!
Hello, I wish I had your voice. You have a deep voice.
Oh, thank you. How do you feel here in Poland?
I feel very good in Poland. It's not my first time. I've been here like 3 or 4 times, and I really enjoy Poland and Warsaw specifically. I think it's a very clean city, and it has a lot of space and air, and this is what you miss sometimes traveling across Europe. So today we have sun and a clear blue sky, so everything is pretty well. Thank you for bringing it.
No problem. Did you taste Polish cuisine, something, traditional Polish food?
Yes, I tried pierogs, and I tried something else, but I don't remember the name. It was something with potatoes. I don't specifically remember what was it, a year ago in an old town. But yes, it's like Eastern Europe. It's very much about potatoes, It has lots of potatoes.
Yeah, a lot of potatoes. About Eurovision, this is Faces of Eurovision, our series. Twarze Eurowizji in Polish.
To talk about Eurovision?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I was thinking
Then,
nature. Yeah.
you won Selectia Nationala this year, but previously you had to apply a song to the Moldovan television. Why did you decide to apply for Eurovision this year?
I decided to do that because it was something logical for me in my musical and personal way and career, and in my path of growing both as a man and as an artist. Because in 2025 I started to be more and more vocal about my country, my people. From 2024 I started to study and to dig into my national identity through music. I wrote an album called +373, which is the telephonic index of Moldova. So I was exploring a lot our hybrid nation, and our hybrid country. So because it's really tricky when it goes to Eastern Europe in general, Moldova specifically. It's a tiny corner where you can find it all, So I started to dig deeper into that. 2024, 2025 was full of high notes in that sense, and I am glad that people enjoyed it, or not even enjoyed it, but they had a click with it. They clicked with it, and so. On the Independence Day, I released a song with Vasile Advahov, which is called "This Is My Country," Asta e țara mea, which was like a dedication to the independence of our country, because we still lack a lot in confidence in ourselves, and so we have to admit, that we're not in someone's shadow. Like, we are on our own, we're building our way, our life, and our path. So I decided to empower my people through that, and Eurovision was the next thing that seemed logical to me in this change. So that's why it happened, and that's why the song I made sounds like this.
And before Viva Moldova, was on the big arena in Chisinau, you went to the auditions. For the first time, it wasn't, live.
Yes.
It wasn't trained in internet or television. How, did they look like this year? There were any differences than previous years?
No, it was pretty much the same, but it just wasn't, placed on YouTube, and I think that was a good decision. Because we had 3 filters this year. The first one was applying, so the commission had to pick the ones that they consider adequate or something. The second one was the auditions, so that they see that everyone can, sing, talk, and be alive on the stage. And the third one was the contest itself. Well, it was at the television. It's in the same room. Did you ever visited that place, the
No,
studio
no,
of
no.
Radio Moldova? Well, it's a television studio,
Mm-hmm.
like a black one with a lot of lights. It's a small stage with some speakers, and the jury that sits in front of you, like 10 meters from you. So you just have to perform. It feels pretty awkward because it's sterile, you know. It's
Yeah.
dark room and you pretend you're on a show and Viva Moldova, make some noise. Well, but it does the job because everyone sees like, okay, it's not only the song on internet. He exists. So it was okay. I think I had some nerves that day because I never went to such things in my life. Even though I perform a lot, I never had a chance to go, or not a chance, I never applied to a contest doing so. I was only, singing, playing just because music. And now it's a contest and everyone, it's in a line, and everyone's working like, rehearsing the song. What is this, a talent show or something? I'm not used to this.
So first step, commission said, okay, Viva Moldova is quite good.
It's a song.
The second step was, okay, Satoshi is not an AI.
Yes,
and
yes.
the first step, the whole Moldovan and international audience said, that's a good song for Eurovision. You performed in the big arena for the first time. Selectia Nationala was on the big arena. How did the preparations for the whole show look like? For the arena,
Yes, we had a ton of rehearsals. And I feel lucky to having the chance to perform in that arena before, and I cannot imagine the people who were there for the first time because it is big for you as if you are a beginner. So, but even though I had lots of nerves, like last week, no sleep, thinking about it, I'm a terrible overthinker about stuff.
Okay.
Even though things seem to be nice, I'm a huge overthinker, and I'm like, okay, I'm prepared. Do I know the lyrics? Do I know? Do I have enough breathe to maintain a stream of air while singing? The costumes were different. It was like we decided to have costumes this time. And I'm not used to singing costumes because I'm pretty casual, in concerts, wearing sport shoes or something. So yes, preparations were like a ton of rehearsals, fittings, again rehearsals, shooting the movement.
But you have now a great experience before Eurovision on May.
Yes.
Because it will, look similar.
Pretty much, and we had the chance to perform in Kiev, and that was another great chance. I regret that we didn't have the chance to perform at some other national finals because I had to leave the continent. But I'd wish to because after we performed in Kiev, I got even more empowered because I made the second step. I tried it one more time, on television, and it gives you tons of confidence. You feel at Eurovision one more time.
So in whole Europe will be the pre-parties.
Yes.
The parties where artists from Eurovision singing their songs. Yeah. And will you go to some these pre-parties?
I will visit the Nordic Eurovision party in Oslo on March 20th or 21st.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I will visit the beginning of the start of the Eurovision season in Amsterdam, that big famous.
Yeah, that's
party.
a big one.
Will you be there?
No, but Maciek will.
Okay. And I will visit both events in London, which is London Eurovision Festival and London Eurovision Party. I know that one of them is organized by VV Blogs, another one by an Eurovision community from London.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to meet lots of people there, We spoke with some of them. We had a good click with Alice from Albania, and I even made a cover on the guitar for this song, and he made a cover on. I don't know. I don't remember what do they call the style. There's a Balkan style when they club. I don't know where they sing. That thing. So he made my drop, which is on the violin.
Yeah.
And he made it like so it was sweet. So yeah, I'm looking.
So you feel like you are a part of Eurovision family
yes,
this
right
year?
now for sure. At the beginning it was strange because after the national final, I woke up the next morning and like the internet exploded. I suddenly got seen and commented by so many thousands of people in different languages.
Yeah, that's Eurovision.
Yeah, like a collab post from Eurovision. It was like, what's happening? But then it started to get more and more sense, and I started to feel, okay, we're making a good show all together. It's about having fun, representing. Okay, it's okay.
And you are performing your song Viva Moldova on the stage with Aliona.
Yes.
How this collaboration started with Aliona?
We have known each other for about 5 years. We met when I was walking down the street. I was working at a dubbing studio. I was dubbing movies and TV series, and I was walking down. And now I understand that it was near her house. So I just recognized her, and I was also working at the radio. So it was dubbing in the morning. In the evening, I had the radio. I was a host.
Okay.
I was a host of a show with the people I was inviting, artists, basically. So I recognized her, and I approached and just met her, and I invited her to the show. And I told her that I write lyrics, and she was interested in writing new music at that time. So we just hooked. And she came to our little home studio that we had back then with a buddy, and I wrote something for her. I wrote some lyrics. Afterwards, she also approached the label where I am signed, Versus Artist. So we worked together at the label. I wrote the lyrics for her entry Duma in 2023. So we just have a good connection as human beings.
Okay.
She's very kind and light-hearted, and it's it's very easy to work and communicate with her because she's like so shiny, full of light. And I decided to empower my song and my Eurovision moment, Viva Moldova, with a feminine presence. To dissolve all that football chant that was going on, the first version was like, wow, a lot of energy. Okay, I like that represents me, but it's Eurovision, so probably I want to be a little more wider and more open to everyone, so that everyone can enjoy and understand, and maybe this part emphasize the other parts. So we started to work in the studio looking for top lines, melodic lines, and here we are.
With Aliona, you are both going to conquer Eurovision on May. Your performance on May on the big stage in Vienna will be different than this one in Moldova national final?
It will be different in some terms, in terms of clothes, in terms of a bit staging, the screens, the lighting. It will have more special effects. In terms of movement, not that much, because this movement is pretty much genuine for us. So this is what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be more as a concert of mine, not as a choreography.
Okay, then now it's time when you can tell our viewers and readers whatever you want I will not pause you, you know.
Okay, salute a tutti, Moldova is on duty, or how they say Moldova is a cutie. Well, I want just to tell you, and this is a message that I'm keeping, because I understood while being on this Eurovision trip that Eurovision is a very important thing in order to keep things adequate and safe and friendly on this continent. So it's a very strong and important tool. So just keep it like that and stay here and make it possible, please, because it's so crazy nowadays all around the world.
Yeah.
So it's important to keep things like that because they remind us of normality and, you know, having good relationships with one another.
And why Polish viewers should vote for Viva Moldova?
Because I will give you tons of energy and I will bring the stadium vibe, the party vibe to your houses, even if you will watch it like that on a small screen.
And for the last question, I, really wanna ask my guests a crazy questions.
Yes.
So, Viva Moldova as, a view. If you could tell us, describe what we should see when we are thinking about Viva Moldova.
A rising sun above a green hill, something like that. That's what I'm seeing.
Thank you so much. With me was Satoshi, the Moldovan representative in Eurovision this year. Please follow us as Misja Eurowizja and Satoshi on his social media to follow his preparations for Eurovision.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.